by name repeatedly and accused them of partnering with the PNP in a bad mind campaign against the rural school bus program.
That's not rocket science, George. If you look at the campaign.
Good morning, Minister Vaz. What gave rise to this very, very strong statement we're seeing from you, where you call the Gleaner by name repeatedly and accuse them of partnering with the PNP in a bad mind campaign against the rural school bus program?
That's not rocket science, George. If you look at the campaign from when the school buses were announced and the position that the PNP took and the Gleaner took, you'd have seen that it was a collaboration against the policy of the introduction of the school bus.
So the Gleaner and the PNP collaborated, is what you're saying?
100%. I want to ask you a question. A letter that was written in July 2025 by the leader of the opposition. How does that make the front page today? You remember the commentary? You bring school bus to kill off people picnic.
That was a comment from Peter Bunting. A comment from Peter Bunting,
you remember all the utterances? But they weren't only doing it. They weren't only doing it on the political platform. We are now seeing that this letter was sent in July 2025. Well, I have news from Mr. Golden this morning that my ministry and myself operate fully, openly, and transparently. What I do know is that the buses continue to prey on their mind and their soul and their heart because they are so upset of the results of the election.
Are you sure you want to stand by the line that the Gleaner and a media entity of decades of existence, that the Gleaner and the PNP have participated in a coordinated attack from the run-up to the last election on the school bus program? You're comfortable sticking with that?
100%, and not only in relation to the school bus, but many other. And I just need to remind you and ask the listeners to look at who is it that has been on a campaign to destroy Andrew Holness. Where do those articles come from every week in, week out, during election, before election, and after election? Let me tell you something. I am in the departure lounge. I have a few good things to do for this country, yes? And I have taken off my gloves. I'm going to come out swinging because I am ready to retire, and I want to retire with my head high, and I'm not going to allow anybody or any institution or any political party to continue with the smear campaign against me and now with my ministry and the school bus system. And all I ask listeners to do is be objective. Just look back. Go back in the archives and look at where all of these campaigns originate. Look who the story writers are. Look at their allegiance. Look at their relationship, and you will see everything as clear as day. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. Yes?
Daryl Wesley Vaz, you're saying this
Philip.
morning.
Daryl Wesley Philip.
Philip, all right, so I'll take that. You are saying you're making an extraordinary claim this morning, sir. You are making an extraordinary claim. And you're comfortable with what you've told Jamaica this morning about the pattern of coordinated attacks against the Prime Minister by a media entity?
That continues to try and destroy the Prime Minister and myself in particular, and then of course others within my party and my government. But the two ones with the bullseye on their head is Andrew Holness and Daryl Vaz. What is the connectivity between the both of them? Both of us work hard, both of us perform, both of us are well liked, and both of us are politically very, very, very savvy.
I hear you this morning, sir. I thank you for your time.
Pies TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here. Woo!
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. What a time we are in, my people. What a time. Serious time. Tell you what is happening in the world right now. What is happening in the world right now? So sad. So sad. And when you listen to the world news, the things that you are hearing.
Malian nation will elect a new parliament on Thursday. The polls come 6 months after deadly anti-corruption protests toppled the previous government. Rapper turned politician Balendra Shah is the frontrunner to be Nepal's next prime minister. And it's not just Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan and Kuwait. They're all home to US military bases. Most of them intercepted the missiles coming their way, but there was still some damage, especially from the falling debris. Yesterday, we showed you curated videos of the operation. These were from Israel and the US. Today, we'll show you a video from Iran. It's been released by the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps. They're sharing videos of their attacks, videos that show Iran going hypersonic, Iran launching the next generation Fateh 2 hypersonic missile.
Them they no sound good. Them they no come with no comfort. Now, sir. The world is in trouble and living ain't easy. Dennis Brown said those words. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Today was a rough day. We just got back off the road. Yeah. Had to rush out. But there was an emergency today. So, we just get in. But, we have been keeping abreast of what is happening. And oil price is on the increase. What is the government of Jamaica is going to tell the people when oil price reaches $100 US per barrel? What are you going to tell us, Andrew? You're going to call back Nigel Clark? Dr. Peter Phillips, Honorable Dr. Peter Phillips, brought in the oil edge to ensure that when things get topsy-turvy and the world gets in trouble and living ain't easy and oil price passes $64.50 would have an insurance that would kick in. But because I never the labor right, them bring it in. Them say it was not necessary. You know, if you have a car for 20 years, and a lot of people in Jamaica have cars for more than 20 years and never get into an accident. But you know what? They still pay the insurance. You still pay the insurance because you never know. And I remember Favor Williams talking about plan for rainy day. And Damian Crawford took her to task and tear up her speech and fling it in the garbage. Because the party that plans for the rainy day is the People's National Party. Yes? And that's why the edge tax was put in place for a rainy day. Well, the rain clouds are here and it is raining in other places. And soon the savings for a rainy day will be needed. I'm just saying, I'm just saying that when the gas price hit, Andrew Holness, if gas price is going to be increased on the Jamaican people, you have to take for yourself. You're going to have to take for yourself. Because all we have seen for the last 10 years, is a bag of nothing. And we hear some people talking about how the economy has been managed. You are a set of dunce. George Davis and the likes down at Nationwide, who have been praising the government of managing the economy well. And those of you who are criticizing us that we are preaching doom and gloom because we said the Jamaican economy has not been managed well. The Andrew Holness-led administration has failed to grow the Jamaican economy in any significant way that would benefit the Jamaican people. And some of them are going like say a rubbish way of talk. We're not talking opinion when we talk about the Jamaican economy. We are talking facts. Show us the 5% growth that you promised in the 4 years. It never happened. And when Giovanni Dennis asked Michael Leachin about it, his response was he had 500 meetings in 4 years. That, my friends, was the 5 in 4. 500 meetings in 4 years. So, I have been saying to you all that what Ralston Hyman has been teaching us here on Portland Spice TV is not a fantasy, but it's a pregnancy that will be delivered. And the results are now showing. When we talk on this channel about the growth that is needed, 5 to 10%, here comes Favor Williams saying 4 to 7%. She lacks ambition. But you know what? If you can't grow at 3%, then you dare not talk about 5 to 10. But she's talking about 4 to 7 and can't get to 3. And if you all who say you love Jamaica don't see that the government has accepted their failure, then again I say to you, you're a bunch of dunce and fools. You're a set of traitor to the land called Jamaica. Because you're backing foolishness. You're backing rubbish. you're supporting failure. But when I look at some of them who out there defending the GLP, they have no vision because they can't come up with any idea to assist a government that lacks vision. So it is show me your company, I tell you who you are. And you see the police out there killing citizens of Jamaica. And I say to you that I am not blaming the police and I am not blaming the army. And I tell you why. The police force and the Jamaica Defense Force are trained personnel, trained people, and they are also trained to take orders. I say that without any fear of contradiction. The security forces in Jamaica are trained to comply and then complain. So when Dr. Chang told Dean Jackson Miller that the police out there killing criminals and people are complaining, I say to Dr. Chang, are you the one that have given the order to shoot first and ask questions after? How do you know that the people that have been shot by the police, how do you know that they are criminals? Have they been tried in a court of law, or your intelligence tell you that they are criminals? Because if your intelligence tell you that they are criminals and you go for them and them no resist and you kill them, that's murder. That's murder. But you know, if the state sends the police to murder somebody, that policeman should not be held liable. Some people might not agree with that. If the state sends the army to kill somebody, you can't send the soldier to prison. Military people are trained to take orders. And if you tell them, shoot first no matter, and ask questions after, that's exactly what they are going to do. And I will not, in these circumstances, blame the police or the army. I am putting the responsibility at the feet of the legislatures. And I don't even want to widen it to the legislatures, but I am putting the responsibility at the feet of the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security. Because you know why? When you listen to these men talk about police wearing body cameras, you realize that they have no intention to enforce any order for the police or the soldiers to wear body cameras on special operations. Now for me, if the policymakers don't make it a policy, it tells me something. It tells me something. Why the politicians are not insisting. Every time you hear them say them procuring body cameras, they're buying body cameras. But you have never heard them come out and said, we have instructed the security forces to wear body cameras on special operations. Andrew Holness, Dr. Horace Chang, whatever is happening with the police and the soldiers, that they are taking out citizens, you gentlemen are fully responsible. It is not the fault of the police. It's not the fault of the army. The men and women of the security forces are carrying out orders. And until I hear the legislatures come out and insist that the police and the soldiers must wear body cameras on special operation, you, Andrew Holness, you, Dr. Horace Chang, must come tell the people who give the orders that the police are following, that the soldiers are following. So, Jamaican people, if you don't understand how country run, if you don't understand the operation of the state, how the state operate, those of you who are out there making noise need to stand down. Because crime is never wicked enough until it reach your doorstep. And I keep telling you every day, anything that you see happen to one man, it can happen to me and it can happen to you. Don't tell yourself it can't happen to you. So you must understand. It is time you start standing up for the citizens of Jamaica. Now, don't get me wrong. If the police go for a guy and him draw a gun from police, he must meet him maker. But if the police knock on a man door, bang, 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 and him run, come, who open the door and let in the police, that man must meet the judge. There is no way that that man should meet his maker. And I hear the commissioner making a statement saying that the police ease off in early February and crime go up, murders go up, and the police get back to them operation and it go down. What that mean? Should we understand that once the police get intelligence that Mr. X or Mr. Y is involved in criminal activity, the police have a right to kill that man? Or is that the order? What is the order? What is the order? Me have a work for do, you know. And me have to do my work. And by our investigation, we understand that the government has changed up a lot of classifications when it comes to murder. And that's why when we write to the ministers asking for interview, they're not coming to give us any interview. They are sidestepping us because they are sidestepping the tough questions. And they run to people who are bowl tennis ball. It's tennis ball they want to be bowled to them. Tennis ball question. Them no want the leather ball question with a fast bowler running up and asking the real questions. You know, I want to see a Jamaica where murders are down to a level that, yes, we can sleep with our doors and windows open. But I am worried about a Jamaica that if somebody tell a lie on you to the police, you end up dead tomorrow morning. I don't want that kind of Jamaica. The police cannot be police, judge, jury, and executioner. Neither you, Mr. Chang, neither you, most honorable Prime Minister, are calling on the Jamaican people. Don't wait until they come for you. Talk before they come for you. Nephew, good evening.
Mr. Bello, you do, my brother.
I am doing what I am doing.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord for that.
Yes.
Well, America sends some of its most powerful fighter jet down in the Middle East. And the news is coming out that some of them crashed right before them fire or drop a bomb. I mash up. You know about it?
Yes, I've been following a lot of the news, but only part of the news are fake news too, you know. We have to be very careful. A lot of the news are fake news, you know. We have to be very careful where we're getting the information from.
No, man, the thing Al Jazeera, we want to call them. I can't pronounce
Al Jazeera. I am taking a lot of my news from Al Jazeera. I still take a look at CNN and BBC.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And one Arab country now is telling US that they cannot use their base now to attack Iraq. This is one of the problems the Arab them have, you know. They are not united. They are not united. They allow America to brainwash them and then use them own base to fight them one another. And poor thing them don't realize that with the more America control them brain, is the more America get the power to destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Bell, I am in favor of the Arabs them. When you hear the news that the bombing killed over 170 children, Mr. Bell, oh Lord, man. And the world just sit down and look how much children in Gaza.
Then if Israel involved, what you expect? Once Israel involved, what you expect?
Jesus.
It's the same thing the Jamaican government do. The same thing the Jamaican government doing. Yeah? It's Israel playbook the Jamaican government use. Israel no have no standard, you know, in terms of if you are war, Israel bomb anything or anywhere, you know.
Yes, yes.
You understand?
And I am surprised to hear that they had God chosen people and then kill more than anybody else.
Maybe not this Israel.
And
maybe it's not this Israel but where you anyway, look on, you know.
Why you have to bring the politics in it when I try to stay far from the politics?
No, but
that is the same thing.
Nephew, what may I say to you?
Yes.
And what may I say to the Jamaican people? The Jamaican police force and the army, they are trained to take orders. Yeah?
Yes, that's true.
These people comply and then they complain. So when they get their orders, whatever they do, then go do it, right? Why is it Dr. Chang, when him talk to Dean Jackson Miller, you get this strong argument that we don't need body cameras. Why you don't want the police them to wear body cameras that we can see when them go out there and people shoot off of them and the police fire shot and murder them? We say, yes, you're dead. If you shoot off of the police, you know, when you shoot off of the police and the soldier, what you have done is shoot at the state, you know.
Yes.
So if you shoot off a police and soldier, gunshot must take you. But we
Yes,
want to be
yes.
sure. We want to be confident that a guy shoot off at the police. We don't believe when the
Yes.
police knock on a man door, bang, bang, and him run, come down,
Yeah.
open the door and let in the police. And then you hear saying, go
Yes.
upstairs, go drag on off a police and shoot him. We don't like that. No.
Yes, yeah.
Police going on
But just
special
to put-
operation and they know everybody body camera must on. So when them go,
Yes,
them here say
true.
that man there,
Me agree
I'm
with you.
criminal and him in the house there. When them go and knock on the door, if we hear pow before the police go in, then the police must
Yeah.
eat them food. But if the man who open the door, hands up, him shouldn't end up dead. Even
That
if he's a
is true.
criminal.
But
So when Dr. Chang go tell
Yeah, but-
Dean Jackson Miller say, when the police go out and kill and murder criminal people, how you know them a criminal, Dr. Chang? How you know that?
before we go, what could have caused for Dr. Chan to be bypassed for Babs Green to be act as deputy prime in charge of the country?
Are you fit tell with that after your party? Are you fit tell with that?
Well, you, as a member of the watchdog group for the country to see that government perform well, should have known that. What could have caused Dr. Chan to be bypassed for Babs Green?
Well, Dr. Chang
We
was
talk
sick.
again.
Dr. Chang was sick, remember?
Eh?
He was sick.
But he come back to work. He come back to work.
Him out of touch with what
He
is
come back
going
to
on.
work.
He's out
Eh?
of touch. He's out of touch with what is happening. All right, nephew. Bless you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. 876-804-7072. Marshy Wagwan. Marshy,
How you do? How you do?
midday I watch Wagwan, you know how you do. You all right?
To God be the glory. To
Great.
God be the glory.
Great things he had
Me
done.
there. Me there. Me there.
Yes, talk to me.
But nephew, I hope you listen. I'm willing to take your bet, nephew. Me will bet you $100. You will never, ever, ever hear Andrew Willis have anything bad to say about Israel. Anything. Thinking bad. I bet you him not open him mouth and criticize what US say or do down in Middle East. Him can't do it. Because where they walk the middle ground. And the middle ground no work with US. No. I want him know this because I believe him old enough. Michael Manley the late in the 70s.
Yes.
Michael Manley trying to back both sides for us who old enough to know the politics and remember the politics. And one of them is a socialist. Him try the next way if he said democratic socialism.
Yes.
America said no.
It's my way or the
either-
highway.
It's my way or the highway. And it just wouldn't work. So all this come now and take one speech from somebody and him come to America say, no, go work, you know. It's either or either. It not go work. All this happy up whatever Israel do. And as you mentioned about taking order, whatever the police is doing in today's Jamaica, they are taking orders.
Definitely.
They are taking orders.
That's my point, Marshy.
Right?
That's my point.
Yes. Yeah, them no go, they go do nothing from their own. So when they hear so they knock one door and shoot up all who in the away the government tell them to do, the Prime Minister, the Minister of National Security, and the Commissioner, away then tell the police to do. The police not doing anything on their own. Right? And what Israel is doing right now, the Jamaican government and the security force not doing anything different.
Exactly.
It's the same
That's my point.
thing they are. Yeah, that's the same thing they are doing. And then this current JP government, glad for the war, you know, because them get something. Remember, them blame the PNP, Then after them blame the PNP, then blame COVID. Then after them blame COVID, they blame Beryl. Then after them blame Beryl, now they blame Melissa. Now they get a war for blame.
No, but guess what, Marshy? When the oil price skyrocket, you know, where them all tell us about, where them all tell us about we edge money.
Them have to tell we something about the
where them all tell we say no.
Because you're taking the insurance money from me and not paying it over, and anybody do that? No. You ask a name where they have in a last name of a servant. You know them, I mean.
Yes.
You worry for something, you know. Worry for something. And the end result is thief.
Tell her.
No care how we pretty it up, because you're charging me $7 per liter. Is it $7?
Yes,
and
$7 per liter.
Yes. For every liter you get $7 from if you pay the edge. Right? And then again, yeah, one of that $7 if you look about the road then.
That's the ad valorem tax.
Yes, you get if you look about the road.
Yes.
It not go on road.
Well,
no,
guess
man.
what? That one, them can come and tell we say, you know, see we have fixed that road there and Sparks program and when the next program name? Whatever program, Reach and Sparks.
Reach.
So they can tell we say some road are fixed. What are they gonna tell us about
because
the hedge?
Reach can reach. And no, reach can reach, and no, reach can reach because it is a breach. God help us. So, Mr. Police, Miss Police, me no act on no one here, sir.
That's why I am not blaming the police nor the soldiers.
No.
Orders have been given. Who give the orders?
And right, because Dr. Chang said the man then can't fight crime with body camera. So right. Body camera. And him are the commissioner, and the commissioner have to take order from the electorate, you know, or the government, whoever.
Of course, the policy makers, that is why I'm saying Dr. Horace Chang and Andrew Michael Holness must come tell us why the police are not wearing body cameras on special operations. And we have never heard them out there saying, yes, the police must wear it. They are always defending why the police not wearing it. And that is telling me that the orders are coming from the political directorate.
Exactly. So, Mr. Commissioner, with all due respect, sir, you are not to be blamed. You are following orders. And you give your men the order that you get from the government. Me can't blame you, sir. Me can't blame you. No, one more thing before I go.
Yes.
What them want to do with the best financial analyst we have in Jamaica? What them want to do with him?
No, I want to ask RGR Communications Group where Ralston Iman program is going to go, because they are shutting down Power 106 and they are shutting down Hot 102. No, Hits 102. No, it's for me.
And don't forget Simon Kraskill. Don't forget Simon Kraskill.
Power 106. We want to know where the programs are going to go. And I am suggesting that Ralston Iman, you put him on RGR 94 FM. I don't know why you're closing down. Well, let's say they're not making no money off or whatever. But that program, Real Business, is one of the most informative programs on Jamaican radio.
Educational program.
Without any fear of contradiction.
Yes.
And there is no other program like it on any other radio station.
And there is no financial analyst in the Caribbean. There is none that is good as Ralston Iman. So what are you going to do with him?
I am confident that Ralston Iman will be somewhere. Yeah?
He have to be somewhere.
Yeah, man.
He have to be somewhere.
He will be somewhere.
So, Mr. Joseph Matalan, me expect better from you, Mr. Matalan. me expect better from you. So because we can't leave it to well them not that Bradley have been here again. I don't Ocean Boulevard then now. We can leave things to them because them lie.
Later,
Because
Marshy.
a pure JLP activist work
It's
at NNN.
Dayton Campbell said it best. It's an incubator for the GLP. Later.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Good.
876-804-7072. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Hello, Colin. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Welcome.
What's so hard to understand as to why the police commissioner, the police was killing the people? It is obvious that the word investigation has been eradicated from the police force.
I don't know.
It's easier to kill. It is easier to mark criminals for death. Once you are suspected or you are confirmed to be a criminal, you are marked for death.
But
because guess what? Let me tell you why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
In the last decade, the institution that is there to investigate the police, what has happened to it? Indicom. They have literally rendered Indicom impotent. How many cases has Indicom ever solved? So by virtue of that, what they have done is move one step further. They have decided that we're not going to do no investigation. Once your name come up, you're marked for death.
So, what if the information that they get is wrong?
And you're right. The information can be wrong, but the philosophy of the leader of the country is such of a dictator. What is happening in America? What happened in America since recently? You when you want to be a dictatorship, you have to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
You have to control people. And the only way to control people, what happened in Iran the other day? People go up against the regime and then kill 35,000 people in Iran. Same thing happening in Russia when they're ready. Same thing happening in all of the countries that are dictatorships.
It's happening in China too?
The leader happening in China too. The leader that we have is a dictator and he's using dictator tactics to carry out his mandate. Drive fear into the population and you will neuter them. Sooner or later you will hear say people now going to even vote again. Because we're reaching there,
Serious argument them they are dropping,
hard
brother.
to think about it that way, but just think about look at all dictatorships and see how they farm. Mr. Bell.
Yeah.
Things like this, start from simple things like this, and you might look away, but it's the truth. Me just a normal Jamaican. But when we see what happens, it is obvious that once your name comes up as somebody suspected of any form of criminality, we are not going to do any investigation. So if we're not going to do no investigation, we don't need no camera, because if you have camera,
yeah,
means that too much is going to be seen and we might have to do an investigation. So you're marked for that.
And you realize that the political directorate have no interest in police wearing body camera.
That's how you go. So we see.
No interest. And the media that they give 1 and 2 interview are pussyfooting around with them, not asking them the direct questions. Because when you hear Dr. Chang, I will tell Dean Jackson Miller say, when police go kill criminal. What kind of statement that? How you know these people are criminals? What kind of statement that? And then Dean make Dr. Chang get away with that kind of argument. Tell her that kind of crap and come out for the thing, get away with that kind of argument. Listen to man.
Suggestion by that what is happening out there is not quite correct. People believe that the police is doing out there to intercept gangs and kill them unnecessarily. It affects the police in the community. There are police officers who are from the community, their families in the community, they work in the community, same community where all the other things are happening. And I maintain it will affect them emotionally, and it is wrong because they no need to do it because Indicom was established to do the investigation and come with a case, and they don't need cameras to make the cases. The police don't have cameras and scenes. We find a dead body on the street, and it takes 3 months, 4 months, you find out who did the murder, and you charge them.
All right. It sounds to me as if you're suggesting that there should be no comment on any incident until a matter has gone through the court 10 years' time and we see whatever is the outcome.
Comments must be responsible.
But I have not heard you make any specific reference or any specific quote that would suggest irresponsibility.
I will look for them if you want and come back. But I know in January after this 12 shootings, police shooting, there's a lot of noise. One writer suggests that the police were lying about cameras. You know, you don't do that kind of public against any senior commissioner of the police like that. Then you had other things. It was just coming through. Something was wrong, what they're doing. There was a whole heap of noise about it.
Here's one story. Here's one story with some direct quotes. The Jamaica Observer reported January 3, the headline was JFJ alarmed at fatal shootings on first day of 2026. And it quotes the executive director saying the situation was untenable. The very next paragraph was, at the same time, she welcomed the performance of the police in 2025 in reducing murders through its various initiatives and operations. Jackson said it's important to highlight the success of the police, but at the same time, the reality on the flip side, where citizens are being fatally shot by the security forces, is too alarming to ignore. She said the alarming trend follows a troubling close to 2025, which saw 311 police fatal shootings, the highest number since 2010, a 65% increase in police-related shootings compared to the 189 in 2024, underscoring a pattern that demands immediate scrutiny. What in that sounds intemperate or irresponsible?
You keep saying the situation is untenable, which means the police, technically the police shooting criminals is untenable, but they should reduce murders.
You can hear that? When the police shooting criminals, it's untenable. No, that statement, that is the statement that I have a problem with, Dr. Chang. That statement. That is a statement.
In police-related shootings compared to the 189 in 2024, underscoring a pattern that demands immediate scrutiny. What in that sounds intemperate or irresponsible?
You keep saying the situation is untenable, which means the police, technically the police shooting criminals is untenable, but they should reduce murders. Makes sense. But one other thing, I have to go by statistics. And
when the police shooting criminals, it's untenable. Show us that these men that the police are shooting are criminals. Show it to us. Show us that these men are firing at the police. Show us. That's what we are saying. That's what we're saying, Dr. Shang. Show us. You can't just broad brush and say people are criminal because you say so. We don't believe you, Dr. Chang. We don't believe nothing what you say. We do not believe you. So that's why we are saying the police know that they are going on these operations. They have intelligence that wanted men are in an area, gunmen are in the area, and they are going in there. Put on the body cam. Put on the body cam. Go in there. And make we see say, them man they shoot off fire. Or them man they draw gun and point gun off fire. And you done them. And the entire Jamaica will be in support of the police. Because there's no Jamaican that I know that say when a man shoot off a police not done him. If you shoot off a police and run him down and done him. Once you draw a gun off a police, done him. All of us in agreement with that. Our fear is that when a little man, you knock on the man's door, we see the video where the police knock on the door, and you see the little man run, go out there, and open the door. Run, go out there and open the door like one little happy-go-lucky idiot. And then we hear say that man dead. There are other videos that shows citizens ending up dead. Yeah? Where you say you're not in agreement that if a man shoot off at the police will kill him? Well, me not have no apology. If you shoot off a police must murder you. If you point gun off at the police, they must take you out. I agree with that. And I believe every well-thinking Jamaican agree with that. You want him dead? Yeah. If me knock on your door, police knock on your door, bang bang and say police, and you start fire. Although you have gunman a call, say them a police. But me attack real police come for you. You know if you resist arrest. But if police come for you and you put up your hand, you know if you're dead. You must be handcuffed, taken to jail, and face the judge. So Dr. Chang, you know, well, maybe you know who a criminal. Let me not say you don't know. Maybe you well and know. That's why you can make those statements. No, Mr. Pernell Charles, I hear you on the radio this morning. And I still have questions for you. Still have questions for you. Isaac Buchanan was here Saturday morning, MP for East Portland. And he told us that not one single farmer got any assistance to ramp up farming in Portland. Eh? Well, listen. You know, going on that argument about we don't know who are police. Because the youth, when we see go open the door, and the police, we see the police, them all mess with the camera in the house. I try to turn the camera upside down. That youth should not end up dead. That youth, when we see go open the door, we see that video. One good hospital give the Jamaican. One good hospital give the Jamaican people water in pipe. No tank. We don't have tank water in the US. You have some wicked Jamaicans living in the US, you know. You have some Jamaicans where use people girl picnic, married to them figure America. And when they get through, they left them. And they have seen good life in America and see good government operate in America, but they don't want it for Jamaican. Uno a set a hypocrite. Uno a set a traitor. Uno me a chat. Good evening, Auntie.
Yeah, man. Even Mr. Bell, 100% behind you, sir.
Thank you.
When it comes to the police, 101,000,000%. Any boy, girl, man, anybody see police and raise gun for police, bush at for police. When the clip done, the police will get another clip and fool him up.
Yeah, man.
You must respect law.
Yeah, man.
But on the other side, you cannot just kill people so Anna tell we say everybody a murderer. So me as a female, I go down the road now. I don't go shoot man and shoot me. I'm not going to tell the family say me are going to
Listen.
Care work so Mr. Chan.
And the story sound too familiar. Every time. The story is almost
every
the
time
same.
the same story.
The same.
And one of the stories, Mr. Bell, were left with me. Then kill one man one time last year. I think I saw when I bag walk into there. And he said, listen to what the report say. The man was 16. Man then win then he was 16. Full, he clipped full. And upon seeing the police, the man pipe the 16 pan them and them fire and shoot the man. And the man no boss one shot out of 16, no. Remember, you know? 16 that, you know.
Yes.
And he well loaded, you know.
Yes.
That a machine gun, you know. And you tell me, say the man knows him I go there and say police, and he no boss one shot after them, you go pint it on them.
They're not them something to me, I tell you, man. The argument sounds too familiar. Too familiar.
And as we speak, me and Mr. Alone, I put up one theory there with one madman. I must have said me somewhere there. Say the police say after 3 in the morning, the madman can take up a key and drive with the vehicle.
Yes, me
out of the station
and crash the vehicle.
No. And crash the vehicle. Merlin, big up yourself, just a Merlin Fitz.
Yeah.
No, all these things. Where you take with her? No, me a security.
Yes.
You can't pass my place for me when me a man. Much less a madman. Say madman, you could not come tab up to them. Can you watch a madman take up the key, go in at the vehicle and drive away? And when he crash down the road before you go down there? No, I want them mad people take people for idiot.
Hey, some story, but listen, you see, Jamaica has gotten to a place now where anything goes. Because if the Prime Minister statutory filing does not need to be certified, yeah, then you realize everybody believes that them can't tell me any story. A man take up $1.4 billion and buy 110 old bus until we see the best value for our money. Anything goes. A man tell we say it will cost $2 billion to deal with Cornwall Regional Hospital, and now we reach $23 billion, and that man is still the Minister of Health. Anything goes.
You're right. In the hurricane,
police arrest.
the Prime Minister.
Police arrest Royal Reed. And them I try to tell the court, say, yo, them man they can't arrest the man. That's where the case. Yeah? You know, see Jamaica turn banana republic.
Good. Just like my Prime Minister tell the people them say, oh, Operation Pride and a good house. And them have a real deal. When Melissa blow a powder, Missy I couldn't blouse.
But so, Operation Pride, you know, the government never build no house in a Operation Pride. What the government did was give people land for the landless. So, you know, sometimes I wonder, you have some people at Jamaica who are full idiot, you know. I think the labor at them is a full set of idiot, you know. Because when Andrew met them, they talk there. And you see, PNP are kin teeth pan plastic to, you know. Because Operation Pride, government never build house. Government cut up land and sell people cheap. 100,000 for your lot of land, 150,000. When you pay 250,000 for your lot of land, a big lot you get. That's what Operation Pride was about. Selling people government land cheap that people could have built a house. I have a place in my parish named Norwich Heights, which is an Operation Pride project. Over 400 lots. Up here, mansion up there. Andrew Holness a joke here, make look on the house them and Norwich Heights and tell me say them the house they are joke house. You are idiot. A peer mansion down Norwich Heights. And you have a boy named, you have a Charles, let me leave him alone. Go ahead, Carla.
Before I go, I want to take this opportunity to say to Mr. Armstrong. So Armstrong, you're supposed to over 70. Me put you there, so me know your age. Are you over 60? Brother, the amount of money where you're supposed to have, you're not supposed to get near me. You better you resign and go near your money and come out, belittle people. Take a look out of your book, Mr. Chang. Your name come up in a WikiLeaks. And you are the what? Security minister. Look at that. And the police now look and shoot you down. So when you come and tell people about police are kill a criminal, if a person is a criminal, you can assume. Assumption not be no game. You must show proof. Say the person is a criminal. Proof. Sir, stop it. I'm going to tell you, you know go sick for no bed, you know. And we go nyam you know what you know.
Tell
And we
her.
go call to Mr. Death, you know.
Tell
And
her.
that never come on the doorway, you know.
Yeah, man.
Jamaica is a little island. And how can you feel so good for you kill all the little people them? Then Christopher Tough Tongue can tell people about them if you got breed. Eh? And then if you come breed, and if you got breed. Why am not breeding wife, his sister and that, everybody?
No.
And you strong when I breed up funo too.
Breeding wife and his sweetheart. Later.
Yeah. Big up yourself.
Andrew Wellness. Let me tell you something. Operation Pride upon Norwich Heights. You want to go up on Norwich Heights and see house. Proper houses. Good evening, caller. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yeah, man. Well, long time listener, and you don't know, and I've been calling in for the second time.
Yes.
I want you to reach out to Mr. Buchanan. And I'm for him, please, not to go on this.
Hold on, me not hear you good. Me not hear you good. Say that again. Reach out to Mr. Buchanan and what?
For him not to go on a labor right blogger by the name of DP, for he has been spreading some propagandas on him about some charities. What he did not know that his government is not giving Mr. Buchanan any money for the constituency. For what he's saying that Mr. Buchanan has been getting some charity money for the constituency and the government is giving him money. So what is the charity? What is the charity for? And no one has not received the charity.
DP is a wannabe. Yeah?
I know that.
Wannabe. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And remember, I know the guy very well. And him a walk around and tell lie for me too. Somebody send me a program where him do for me with a whole bag of lies. But
I know that very much. You know. So now
let me tell you something.
This grunted person.
But let me tell you something. Anybody who bite the hand will feed them, I go suffer. And DP is one such person. I bite the hand will feed them. Anyway, carry on.
Well, for listening to him, you know, boy, it is very disgruntled listening to what he's saying. You understand? Trying to feed others out there and make them listening to that, make them gain the narrative as if that Mr. Buchanan is not doing anything. You understand? One for them to make them feel like the government has been sending and giving Mr. Buchanan money, and Mr. Buchanan is still going out there.
Well, you hear Isaac say it Saturday morning on this program. I'm seeing cut it off and put it up. Say Isaac, hold on. Get the phone that come for me, madam producer. Say Isaac, say, where him say? But what Isaac said Saturday morning is because of the money that he has been getting from the diaspora that Portland people got a little something after the hurricane. Because outside of the $3 million where the government gave him, the government has done nothing for the people in Portland thus far. Andrew Wellness came out and said areas that have not been affected by the hurricane badly must pick up the slack in farming. You hear Isaac said the government not give no farmer Portland. Nothing since the hurricane.
That's so very true.
Nothing.
That's true. That's true.
Send we some, show some clip DP where government give something at Portland. You know, the other day, boy, tell a lie for me, you know. After me say, Moran Bay Urban Center is private. See, it put it up and say, oh, PNP lie. When me lace him with the truth and draw back for Littleton Shirley, in take it down off him page. You shouldn't take it down, liar boy. But let's not give him no mention over here. Because
understand, man.
You will never see him on my page. When you go on film TikTok page, when you look on there, you think of my page, the amount of me where you see on there. Because they have no vision, they have no idea, they have nothing to talk about for themselves. They are a setter, a marsh. No, Albert said them a talk after. Bring my phone for me, madam producer. Albert Gray call them talk after. Them just talk where people talk. Them can't come on them show and come up with nothing. Yeah? Them just talk after.
You understand?
People.
No, for a person like Mr. Buchanan, that is a person of integrity. when he's doing this, you understand, he's trying to make Mr. Buchanan feel very small. But I know that Mr. Buchanan is a person of integrity, not like his prime minister, not like his opposite leader that is up by the west. You understand?
Yeah.
The person that is up by the west. Mr. Buchanan is more upliftment than those personnel. You understand? From Mr. Buchanan has things to be shown and can show in his constituency what he has done. The
And
person
people
from
are
the west,
showing,
why is not...
people are showing for him.
Yep.
Isaac now go dance
Yes.
on no road and jump
It's
up
not-
on tractor. Are people who not have
Why-
no capacity to do nothing creative and nothing great. You understand?
Why is-
MP,
Yes, why is not
MP
talking about the
might
person
love
on the
if he a
west?
road. MP no fix road.
He need to be talking about the person that is up by the west that is not doing anything for his constituency right now. That's what he need to be talking about, For him to live in Portland, he need to tell the person them why he got the name DP and what the name DP mean. What's the name that we used to call him in Portland?
What we
That's
call
what
him?
he need to
What
tell
we
the
call him?
public,
Shaky?
All right.
Shaky. But as me say, we not spend no time talk about him. Because them no relevant.
Colin, I'll leave it there.
Them no relevant.
All right, Colin, I'll leave it there.
So we not
I'll leave
spend no
it there.
time at talk about them. You understand? We have whole heap of things can talk about. Whole heap of things can do. Because we are creative and we have vision. Bless you, my brother.
Yes, Colin, I'll leave it right there.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Good evening.
Good evening.
Who remember Manat, Phelps, and Phillips?
Manat, Phelps, and Phillips, when the GLP employed a U.S. law firm to defend the biggest criminal in Jamaica.
Who was the person that was put in charge to take care of all of that? No current prime minister.
Him did put in charge?
Yes, man. Him did put in charge, man. Him Bruce put in charge.
Me no remember that. Remind me.
Yes, man. Him Bruce put in charge, man. He did with Manat, Phelps, and Phillips, man.
Me no remember that.
Yes, man.
Me no
Double check
remember.
it.
Me just say me no
Check the
remember.
history.
So
Yeah,
tell
man.
me.
Check the history, right? And I tell you another thing too.
Because I think it was a man named Brady who suggested that them get the law firm.
Brady was one of the lawyers then. Harold Brady. I remember when him did say, I remember when him did say thing it need to be examined. The current man with by the bosses them. We can't say half of them up to now. You remember?
Him say what that?
You remember when him did say, Harold Brady did say, was it need to be examined?
Avaz said
Will you
him say need
remember
to be
that?
examined?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I tell you another thing too. You remember whenever operations were being carried out in a Tivoli Garden in particular,
Yeah.
all of the GLP, MP, then usually flood Tivoli Garden to interrupt the operations of the police.
Yeah, man. Remember when Adams go down there and Siaga say Maggie Adams safe passage out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Edward
Yeah,
Siaga
man. You remember,
told
but
Renito D. Cardova,
Yeah, man.
Valentino Adams that he was giving him
Yes, man.
safe passage out at Tivoli Garden, giving the police safe passage. I remember.
Yeah, man. And now it turned out that it is a person named Angeles that come turn prime minister that turn the police on the citizens of Jamaica.
Me no remember him participation in a man at Phelps and Phillips though, because he never testified at the inquiry.
No, never testified. He was one of them that caught that law firm. He was put in charge of that.
No, but if he was put in charge of the law firm, he would have been called to the inquiry to testify. He never testified at the inquiry.
In terms of facilitating them to give them a contract for them to question extradition proceeding.
Me no remember that caller. And if he was integrally involved, me think would have remember.
Double check it. But we're gonna leave you with that for now still. Later.
All right, my brother.
Blessings. Yeah.
Me no remember if Andrew Holness played any significant role in Manat, Phelps, and Phillips. I don't remember that. And that was something that I stayed very close to. I remember, I can quote a whole heap of things from that inquiry, Manat, Phelps, and Phillips, where the GLP employed a U.S. law firm to defend a criminal. So I don't know what these people are on about. But I think a lot of Jamaicans have lost their way. A lot of them. I hear a brother, and him not leave off a Dennis Garden name, as they talk about the University of the West Indies. But, winner, I want to ask you something. Let's say that you are right about Jack then using the university duty concession to bring in stuff in the island. You don't think some labor right would have had to facilitate that? You think Dennis Garden could have done that on his own? Who are the labor rights that is in collusion with that, if you are right? And why is it that the Auditor General mentioned 4 companies that use the tax exemption or the duty concession of the University of the West Indies, and you can only point to 1 company? Is it that we should now understand that the other 3 companies are GLP connected companies, why Nationwide and Winner and the labor right bloggers them can't name the rest of the company? Is MedTech one of the companies? Because we know say a company bring in a drill and charge $30 million for the drill that we could have gotten for $5 or $6 million, you know. We're not talking about corruption. Any labor right can talk to anybody in Jamaica about corruption at this time. This is the most corrupt administration that has ever governed Jamaica. No I always tell people, past GLP administration and past PNP administration, if you add up all of them corruption together, hey, watch out. If you add up the 2-party perceived corruption and corruption together, this Andrew Holness administration since 2016 pass all of them. If we talk about overrun in Jamaica, Cornwall Regional beat every if you add up all the other contract overruns in Jamaica, Cornwall Regional cover all of them. Just one. There has never been anything like Cornwall Regional in Jamaica. From 2 billion to 23 billion. Not like that never happened in Jamaica yet. And labor right I talk about people corrupt. 2 billion to 23 billion. I remember in 2016, 2017, I was on Styles FM. And I said, no, minister, lick down the hospital and build back a new one. That same fool boy, DP, said to me on radio, you're not an engineer, you don't know what you're talking about. I saw the boy said to me, you're an engineer, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, lick down the hospital. Because when you go and renovate, when you start pull, you don't know where you're going to find. That same shaky boy asked me on radio if me an engineer. Yeah, no, engineer. But see it come right round. Come prove the non-engineer right. Because when he asked me if me an engineer, I had to say no. Because me no engineer. But me not stupid like you know. God give me wisdom. He bless me with knowledge. And of all things, the Almighty God, we thank you for understanding. We have understanding. And the Almighty God, give me one more thing. Vision. Lest we perish. That's why Jamaicans are perishing. Because the Labour Party have no vision. Yeah? I know him a watch. Because I'm not left this here program here. He would die without this program. This program is like food to him. And see it now. From 2 billion to 23 billion. And you're still a defendant. You're a traitor. You're a traitor to this country called Jamaica. Then a man take up $1.4 billion and buy 110 school bus we cost $1. You could get each bus for $1. Hey, I want to name for food. Where we no eat for food? That a man, I mean, you can go up on the internet and look up the bus them and see where the bus they sell for. Yeah? And a man say I buy 110. Now, anything in life that you are buying in bulk, it come cheaper. If you buy one and it costs $10, when you buy 10, you might get it for $5 per one. Yeah? And the bus them almost a giveaway. And a man buy 110 and tell you say a $1.4 billion for it. I don't know why we believe them. Man, if you know a nyam horse manure, we not nyamming it. Here? So nobody now take with a clown. Go ahead, caller. Good evening and welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yes, Colin, good evening.
Blessings, my brother.
I have a question for you and the people in the chat room.
Yeah.
Which politician are you electing for the 20th century thief of taxpayers' money?
You have a number of them. You have to look on Tufton. You have to look on Darrell. You have to look on Andrew. You have to look on Bobby Mantic. But me think a Tufton I boss.
Yeah, it's very sad that
nothing can beat Cornwall Regional. Nothing can beat Cornwall Regional.
It's very sad that Jamaica has come to a place where you have to be selecting a politician as the thief of the 20th century. It's very sad, you know that?
Well, I don't know if they are thief, but in terms of misuse of the country's money, I don't call none of them thief, you know. Because me can't prove that them personally take the money. But me know say the kind of squander and the waste of taxpayers' money up under them. I think Tufton have the biggest one in a film. Some thief in Guan. We know say some thief in Guan, but we don't know if a them thief it, you know. We can't point the finger and say a him thief it or a him. But we know say thief in Guan pan Cornwall Regional. We know say thief in Guan pan the bus money. We know say thief in Guan pan the used car money. We know say thief in Guan pan the school picnic money. We know say thief in Guan pan the Mombasa grass. We know say thief in Guan a whole heap of place.
So is it fair that we can rule out rural Reed that he won't be the 20th century thief then? Where Reed won't be the 20th
well,
century thief.
He might be the first one the court find guilty. He might be the first one the court. Then them thief some money upon the drill. Then thief some money upon the fertilizer. Tell her what I said.
Jamaica gone to the dogs, mate. Politician
then thief some money upon the $600 million worth of bushing, debushing. Then thief some money down on the Nutribun.
Yeah, I'm telling you, mate. It's very sad that Jamaica is electing the 20th century thief of the taxpayers' money. It's very sad, don't it?
What them do with Jamaican people And then you have people out there. Me don't know how them people are out here defending man them same way, you know. You have all the thief in a petro jam too, you know.
Yeah, I'm telling
You
you,
have the
mate.
thief
I'm
in our
telling you.
place called Nessal.
Yeah. Well, somehow we have to select one of them because you know it is very sad. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know. Anyway, I'm off. I watch the chat.
All right, my brother. Respect and thanks. I wonder if we can chat to Raleigh in the evening here because with all the bombs them we are dropping on Jamaica in trouble, you know. Me I wonder what them are gonna do, what them are tell we say about the Isle Edge. That money they can't go say, you know. You see, anyhow, gas price are going to increase in Jamaica again. The government must resign. Yeah. 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 Oh, this will be a revelation. Now, where we are, people, we are eating a lot of fish. Because fish, them said they are enough and the price good. From last week before last, we can't get no snapper. And what they are telling us is that sea rough. Now the producer is saying to me that somebody tell her Saturday, say on a rough sea rough. And the bombing where are going out to sea, where them a blow up fisherman boat. The fisherman they afraid to go see. Tell her. What a world. The fishermen them afraid to go to sea because them a bomb up boat out to sea. Raleigh!
Yeah, man, what's up?
What go on, my brother?
Yeah, man, we're there.
Raleigh, what is going to happen when gas price, which part aisle gone now, Raleigh? Hear that aisle gone up by 50%?
Yeah, man. Brent is trading at $71. That's the American benchmark. West Texas, the British benchmark, is trading at almost $80.
No, Raleigh. This government has been taking $7 per liter gas from every Jamaican who buy gas. That money was supposed to deal with the oil edge to pay an insurance that when oil pass was $64.50 or $63.50. $65. The insurance would kick in. Now, when oil now reach $80 and $90 now a barrel, who are going to stand that expense, Raleigh?
The Jamaican economy and the public of Jamaica.
So the government just all get off scotch-free?
Yeah, the money gone in the general revenues. But so that's have to pay more for energy and the economy becomes more uncompetitive.
When a man have a vehicle for 20 years, Raleigh, and him not getting an accident, he pay the insurance every year, same way, don't? So what is the explanation the government going to give to us now? That them never continue the edge and no oil price rocket went.
There'll be no explanation. They only can do something when the time comes for vote. They can't do nothing.
I am saying that if gas price reach $100 a barrel, the government of Jamaica, if they're going to increase gas for the people, they must resign.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
Because the people are not going to call for it.
No, that's not that, man.
What go on with the economy this week, Ralston, man?
Well, today that's Monday, nothing dramatic, nothing. The real thing is what is happening in the Middle East, and that is going to drive up the oil bill, make Jamaica more uncompetitive, drive up inflation, and keep you in economic stagnation or further decline. To have a negative impact on the recovery process. So that's the big news globally. Central banks can't bring down interest rates under this environment because crude oil prices are blowing up. That leads to an acceleration in inflation, higher interest rates, slower economic growth. Fundamental mistake.
Boy. What a world we're living in, Raleigh. What a world. No, with the government looking forward to getting investors coming in with that 2.4 billion US dollars. Will we see investors?
What is happening now is also a serious threat to that.
Because nobody not going to invest their money now.
Man, I buy gold, man, I run to safe haven.
Gold price
Gold
gone
and
up
precious
today.
metal. Yeah, man, $5,300 per ounce. In times of trouble, people run to safe haven, gold and precious metals. Huh?
Raleigh, have you been following Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada?
Yeah, man.
You know, she said on Monday, I take over a place, Raleigh.
Yeah, man.
That man is showing extraordinary leadership. What do you say?
They know that we're talking like Trump, you know. Them man competent and them used to acting. Them man just talk and do foolishness like Trump.
Tell me about him, Raleigh. You rate him?
Most rate a man like Carney, man. And we make the world know about Carney. You know, the only man who never come from England who run the Bank of England. He used to run the Bank of Canada. And after the Great Recession, they recruited him to succeed Marvin King as the governor of the Bank of England.
And he did an excellent job.
Excellent job, man. Natural fit to be a Canadian Prime Minister. Carney a top man. The man in a top job.
You know, see the man I call NATO together and I say, yo, make we go around America. Make we put $95 billion together that Trump or America can't veto. And the world is answering to the man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
The man go down to India say anything you sell, we are buying. Blouse and frock.
Yeah, man. Similarly with China. Yeah, man.
Then, hold on. There's a news release that said Trump called him yesterday morning or this morning. Yesterday morning. Trump called him and a negotiate and offer him some continuous deal. And the man tell Trump looking at the camera and said, no deal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Them man are like Trump. Them man are way above Trump, you know.
Blouse and frock.
Trump rely on the power of the U.S. Armed Forces. It not have no sense. And that is why I'm creating this big mess in the global economy right now.
But just like how George Bush did mash up the world with the war against Iraq, where you see this war against Iran going, Raleigh?
Same in a similar way. And most of the American experts know that. America's adventures in the Middle East always backfire on the global economy and America. Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq, and now Iran. Trump don't read and him don't learn. Yep. And him have all these idiots behind him, Hegseth and all of those clowns. Yeah?
Him said this is not going to be a war of rebuilding any country. You think this war going to be short? You think this going done by the end of this week?
Well, the Iranians said I'm going to determine when it finishes.
Wow. Will this affect global travel, Raleigh?
Yeah, man. They said the travel in the Middle East, the tourism can't happen in the Middle East. And with Venezuela, the Caribbean is no longer seen as a zone of peace. So tourism will be significantly affected.
The biggest airport in the world shut down.
Yeah, man.
What that mean?
The tourists can't roll on them part. I'm telling you, tourism get a big lick.
They are saying about 6 cruise ships stuck down at the Middle East and all the people them can't come off.
Yeah, man.
Was this a
serious problem?
Was this a miscalculation by Donald Trump and the Americans?
Another miscalculation. I would say by the Americans, by Donald Trump, because he never approached the Congress. He talked to the so-called group of 6. He never talked to the Congress, who Article 1 of the Constitution say is the only place that can declare war and collect taxes. Because he might try to operate like a king. So tomorrow the Congress will meet to discuss the War Powers Act, which don't give him any power to do what he's doing.
Will they impeach him, or we have to wait until the midterm before that can happen?
We don't have to wait until the midterms, but the Democrats are depending on a number of Republicans to support them tomorrow in order to curb him, because a lot of Republicans don't like what he's doing, because them always have said that him say him not get engaged in more Middle Eastern wars. That will be something that Kamala Harris or Obama or Biden would have done. Him not gonna do that. He might focus on America and lowering the cost of living. When the people will say have done none of that, I know Uganda this foreign escapade and what people them are dead, because for American servicemen, that them tell we have already died. That our CNN tell, but if you go to Al Jazeera, you get a different version. So the casualties are mounting.
Oh, will that have any effect on the IMF and the World Bank and the promise that they have made to us, Raleigh?
No, but the private flows, the 2.4 billion, that is going to have an impact on that.
But it won't have any impact on the 3.6.
No, man, those things have already been signed off on.
But what do we see the government of Jamaica now doing to navigate this? We have never heard them speak about the tariff and the effect that the tariffs that Trump was putting in place would have on us. Do we expect to hear anything from them about this and how it will affect the Jamaican economy?
Well, if them don't do that, it means that they really totally at sea. If the public don't demand that, then something wrong with the public. So we expect that when the Minister of Finance comes to the Parliament on March 10th, she would have told us that she factors those things into the budget presentation, and as a result of that, we'll be going for a growth strategy. We'll be fast-tracking the energy policy. We'll bring down the interest rates, or bring down the asset tax, because interest rates globally are not going to come down for now if oil prices continue to accelerate and inflation start to accelerate.
20%.
There's a relationship between oil prices, inflation, and interest rates.
20% of what the Jamaican people pay for their electricity bill is because of electricity theft. For the last 10 years, the government has done nothing to address that. By just addressing that alone, our energy bill will be cut by 20%. Why the government not doing anything about that?
We can answer that. Only them can answer that. Yeah, so that is all the things that them need for answer. Because the cost of energy will be higher now.
But isn't that one of the first things that them should have stepped on, Raleigh?
Yeah, man. Asset tax, energy policy, more production in agriculture, so we can cut the foreign exchange bill. The emphasis must be to cut the foreign exchange bill and to try and generate more foreign exchange earnings. If you're not doing that, you won't be able to deal with the situation.
We spoke to Isaac Buchanan Saturday morning, Member of Parliament for East Portland, and he told us that the government has not given 1 red cent to any farmer in Portland since Hurricane Melissa. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, that's very bad. Food import bill is $1.7 billion. Food and consumer goods import bill, $1.7 billion for 10 months. So you have to get that down. I mean, if you're really serious about running the country.
And therefore, we should be engaging our farmers, assisting them to produce more.
Quickly. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because in this environment, food security is of paramount importance in this erratic and unstable international environment.
Because
food and energy security.
Because we see a shipping problem right now, our start.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And the government is doing nothing about food security.
No.
Brother Ralston.
We have to get those things going. The public have to demand those things. No. A more treacherous environment where everything is a problem right now. So food security, energy security, paramount importance.
The news came out today that RGR Communication Group is shutting down 2 of the stations, one that you are on. A lot of people in the chat room are worried about where they are going to hear you outside of PortlandspiceTV. You have anything you want to say to them about that?
No, I can't say anything about that yet. We have to wait and see how the rationalization process goes. I have no information on that right now.
All right, sir. Raleigh, anything else we'll buzz you about, but we'll talk.
Yeah, man. All right.
Blessings. Ralston Iman.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. You see, people a long time we are telling you about food security. And a country that cannot feed itself is not a real country. You have to can feed yourself. Jamaica is a tropical country where we can grow most of the things that we need. But we have a government who is not interested in production. They are only interested in consumption. And we told you 2 years ago when the government gave away $11 billion in 2020,000 that it was a rubbish move. It was a squander of the little gains, and we were not at the stage to be giving away $11 billion. I said on this program that what the government should have done was given that money to farmers in cheap loan, 1% and 2% loan, that farmers could develop their farms. People who have 100 goat could move to 1,000. People who have 10 acres could move to 40 acres and produce more food. That the College of Agriculture, Science and Education should be upgraded to a university to do the necessary research and provide the technical assistance to our farmers to ensure that Jamaica have food security. And a whole heap of waste boy and girl out there I defend the government in a foolishness and lack the capacity to say to the government that you have the fiscal space to do better than what you are doing. I want to ask them this evening, is Jamaica at the best place that it can be? Is this where you want to see Jamaica land, where you claim say you choose? Is Jamaica at the place that you want to see Jamaica? We want to answer that. Neighbor, is Jamaica at the place that you would love to see Jamaica? But you know out there, a bat for rubbish. You know out there, a bat for incompetence and a bat for mediocrity. This is not where I want to see Jamaica. We can be better than this. When you're out there taking 11 billion from the NHT, it is a PNP legacy that you know take money from. Where is the GLP legacy that you know can take money from to prop up the economy? What is it that the GLP has come with? What are the strategies that the GLP has implemented since 2016 to move the economy forward? I'm going to set up blind Bartimus. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, Mr. Bell, how you do, sir?
Me there, I do it.
All right, yeah, do good, yeah, do good. Go and do what you do, you know?
Talk to me.
All right, hear what me I say now. All right, since the hurricane gone, 4 months we gone at the hurricane already, right?
A 4?
Since the hurricane passed. Yeah, because November,
hurricane
December,
was
January,
October,
February.
November, December, January, February. We in March, you know. Yeah. Talk to me.
4 full months.
4 months plus.
And I mean, it's like, yeah, 4 months plus. And we have, call it 3 months left for the hurricane season start again.
Murder.
3 months left because the hurricane season starting in June.
Yes.
And right now, you still have some people not recover yet. So, I mean, with 3 months to go into the new hurricane season, I mean, and the government when promise the people, them say, all right, in certain time after the hurricane, we're going to give you this, we're going to make you live good and all of this. And not now go on. So
Hurricane Beryl.
3 months.
Hold on. Hurricane Beryl was July 2024. It was just before the election, September 2025 or August, that some people get money from Beryl. And by the time they get the little money, October, they mash up again.
Then that may I talk about.
And what the government is doing is giving money for them to mash up again when the next hurricane comes.
That's what I'm talking about. When the local government election due?
I think it's February 2028.
Oh, 2028.
Yes.
Okay. Because them have this strategy, you know, when them wait until election they come and then them flood the people them with things, and the people them so stupid. Some of the people them so stupid. It's like, I mean, them not really remember what the starvation, what them make them go through, and all of them sitting there. Them just gravitate the $5,000, the $10,000, and I mean them good with that, you know.
Jamaica produced some of the greatest people in the world of all time, you know. Bob Marley tell them, you know. We see them fighting for power, but they know not the hour. So they come bribing with their old boss, spare parts and money, trying to belittle our integrity. They say that what we know is just what they teach us. And we are so ignorant that every time they can reach us through political strategy, they keep us hungry. And when you want to get some food, all your mama and your papa have to be your enemy. That's what they do, keep the people hungry. So when they give them $10 and $5 and $20,000, it's the world.
Same so go. You know, but because them realize so the people them stay, I mean them just treat them as such, you know?
Yes.
They just treat them as such. Another thing, Mr. Bill, the Starlink them when come for the ODPM. What them say? 700 of them were unaccountable for?
No. 700 we got free, and then Darrell went and buy another 200, I think. But some of them, what we are understanding, some of them still not issue out yet. So the question is, why did we need to buy another 200?
So the 700 they were accountable for? They were accounted for?
To some extent.
Because I don't know my little thing. I mean, I look into it and say, I am wondering if they are not accounted for, you know? I am wondering if out of those 700, Darrell go somewhere and take 200 out of those 700 and just get some fictitious bill and say, boy, I buy and buy them. You understand me?
That's not what the Auditor General said. The Auditor General said him breach the procurement guidelines, and him say he would do it again. Because bad man. Real bad man that, you know?
Yeah. But them know where them know where buy the 200 from. Them have no receipt on that.
I think, yeah, man, the Auditor General told us how much him pay for them and all of that.
Okay. Because, I mean, you can't put nothing past them man, you know. Them man, they're very, I mean, I don't know if you call them, but you can't put nothing past them man, you know?
Yeah, man. But the lawmakers can't be the lawbreakers. You know? But Jamaican people, the labor rights them, accept lawmakers being lawbreakers. That's why Jamaica will suffer, you know?
Yeah, and another thing, Mr. Bell, before me go.
Yeah.
Me hear you say, boy, Parliament is a clown show, which I mean, is a real clown show, you know?
Major clown show, yeah, man.
When you check it out, you know, Mr. Bell, me think all of them, or most of them, for the both sides, them are clown. Because guess what? I mean, the real actors in the clown show are the JLP, and it's like most of the PNP them is like them just sit down there and they enjoy the show and they laugh like them stupid too. You understand me? It's like them now put on them foot in and no way to make the Jamaican people realize.
Julian Robinson told us on this show that the people don't care about corruption. Jamaican people don't care about corruption. But they will find out when they go to the hospital and can't get a bed. They will find out when they go to the hospital and can't get no medication. They will find out when the children can't get bench to sit down on a school. They will find out when a man take $1.4 billion and buy all bus and tell us, say, at the best value this for your money. And now he's telling you to give him another $2 billion if you go buy a new bus now because the old bus now work.
Right, and that's why I said, I mean, the PNP now take no stands. I mean, we don't hear not much about in a parliament. You understand me? We don't hear not much about that in a parliament.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to take a break, you know, brother. Sometimes you have to take a break because after the PNP lay out everything, nobody can say the PNP never talk, you know. The PNP laid out everything leading up to the election. Yeah? And 414,000 people still go out there and vote for the GLP. The GLP shouldn't get 14,000 votes.
That's true, Mr. Bell, but all right. Even come back to Mr. Azan case where Prime Minister and them crew said, boy, them not sit down in a parliament with them people there. I saw the PNP must be strident and say they not sit down in a parliament with certain people neither. Take a stand same way. If it was the other way around, no, Mr. Bell, if I went the other way around, I mean, trust me, JLP would have beat PNP, BNP, beat the government.
Yeah,
beat
man.
The government.
The prime minister would
with
have to
many
step
stripes.
down already.
They're not that
There
matter
could be
about so
no PNP prime minister in power. 4 years statutory filing not certified. It couldn't happen under GLP opposition.
So why the PNP not do the same thing? That's my point. Why them not do the same thing?
Why the
and that's
people
why
of Jamaica? Why the people of Jamaica accept him? Because Andrew should even dip on the ballot in the last election, much less to win the election. The people of Jamaica don't care neither, brother.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know say the PNP can be more strident, you know. But you know what I am doing? I am putting the blame right where the blame belong. The blame belong at the foot of the people of Jamaica. 414,000 voted for them, and the next million that did not go to vote.
Yeah, that's true, Mr. Bell. But put the election aside and put the winning aside.
Can't put the election of consequences, my brother. Cannot put it aside. It cannot be put aside.
Yeah, but Mr. Bell, that is gone. That is already gone. That can't be undone. That can't undo anymore. So moving forward, we have to be more strident and say, boy, all right, we have pressed on this, people. You disappoint me, but guess what? We're still here for you know. We still a fight for you know.
And the PNP are there fighting, but them have to calm down and be very strategic now. Because what? You hear the government tell them, say, September 3rd gone. You hear what Daryl Vaz say to George Davis? Well, I make you hear it. I don't know if you did hear what Daryl Vaz tell George Davis say. September 3rd. You hear this.
What gave rise to this very, very strong statement we're seeing from you, where you call the gleaner by name repeatedly and accuse them of partnering with the PNP in a bad mind campaign against the rural school bus program?
That's not rocket science, George. If you look at the campaign from when the school buses were announced and the position that the PNP took and the PNP and the gleaner took, you'd have seen that it was a collaboration against the policy of the introduction of the school bus.
So the gleaner and the PNP collaborated, is what you're saying?
100%. I want to ask you a question. A letter that was written in July 2025 by the leader of the opposition. How does that make the front page today? You remember the commentary? You bring school bus to kill off people picnic?
That was a comment from Peter Bunting. A comment from Peter Bunting,
You remember all the utterances? But they weren't only doing it, they wanted to do it on the political platform. We are now seeing that this letter was sent in July 2025. Well, I have news from Mr. Golden this morning that my ministry and myself operate fully, openly, and transparently. What I do know is that the buses continue to prey on their mind and their soul and their heart because they are so upset of the results of the election.
Are you sure you want to stand by the line that the gleaner...
You hear the man say? They are so upset at the result of the election and people bad mind all boss. You take $1.4 billion new money and go buy 110 old bus. And you hear the man out there say? And that the man out there say because the people of Jamaica gave him the mandate to say that shit. And the people of Jamaica, the labor rights them, the 414,000 people who voted for them, give him that mandate to say that. So stop beat the PNP. It's not the PNP fault.
Yeah, Mr. Bell, I do agree with that, you know. I do agree that, Mr. Bell, that the people do that, right? But let's say that the people do that.
Hold on. See him now coming back, you know what I say he want now? He want $2 billion to go buy 100 new bus now. If the damn old buses were so effective and so good, where the backside you know go buy an next 100? Go buy an next 110. Hypocrite.
Because that wasn't a legitimate plan, you know. That wasn't a legitimate plan. But because of the election, why him just do that? You understand me? Him knows a boy, he ain't gonna work out. Because a whole heap of people when they tell him, and he went no. You understand me? So I mean, now we might ask him money to buy the new bus, but that don't make no sense.
But the man wrong and strong. The man wrong. The man said gleaner and PNP collude for bad mind whole bus. Where you take with good money buy. You buy brand new garbage truck for carry garbage and buy whole bus for carry picnic them. Rubbish.
So who go hold him accountable? And that's the thing, no accountability.
But the people got a chance to hold him accountable. The people of West Portland should have voted him out.
Well, say most of them are want to go. And that's why you said, and that's why it is that, I mean, them keep the people hungry. That, I mean, if you even give them one bread back,
but
then
Carla,
we vote for you.
Carla, that's why we must put the blame where it is. Put the blame at the foot of the labor rights who voted for the corruption. Stop blame PNP. PNP people voted PNP.
Yeah, Mr. Bell, but
people voted for. You know, say Andrew Olney statutory filing never certified. We pay the Integrity Commission to check out these politicians. And the Integrity Commission come forward and tell you, we cannot certify the Prime Minister because we don't know where he getting money from. And the Prime Minister can't tell you where he getting money from. And people still go vote for him.
Right, and therefore that's why I'm thinking he shouldn't be on the ballot. He shouldn't be on the ballot.
That is why I will not allow you to come here and try beat down the PNP. Say the PNP must do more. Put the blame where it is. Because you see, if you don't put the bandage on the right part of the sore are going to fester, brother. We have to make the people know say a fool no fault. Yes, PNP have to stand up same way, but do not exclude the people who voted for the corrupt administration. They must know.
They blame the both sides, Mr. Bell. They blame the both sides. I put the blame the both sides. You understand me? I put the blame the both sides. And I mean, as me said, the Prime Minister shouldn't be on the ballot. Because once him statutory declaration can't be certified, he shouldn't be there.
Should not
and
be there.
Right. And certain stands should be taken that, I mean, guess what? You have to live in integrity. You understand? You have to live by example.
You have a lady named Kim Brown Lawrence, a councillor named Kim Brown Lawrence. So that court in the Royal Reed case. She win back as councillor, labor right, love corruption. Then they go vote back for Kim Brown Lawrence.
And that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be.
May I give somebody else a chance? Little more.
All right, respect, my brother, respect.
Yeah, man. Labor right voters are voting for corrupt politicians. And we must call them out. Call them out. Auntie Dawn, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening, listeners on the platforms. Listen, may I agree with you, It's time people stop talking about what PNP should do, Because hear me now. Even when the PNP in Parliament say anything, realize this government don't even deal with the Constitution, They do as they like. They say what they want to say, whether in Parliament or outside of Parliament.
Yes.
Why when the PNP say certain things against what is happening, you don't hear the public bawling out against it?
No.
It's only the people on the online the online people with programs on the online platforms. You will hear persons who will say this shouldn't happen, that shouldn't happen. But the public, I agree with is Julian.
Yeah.
We love corruption,
Yeah, man. Labor right.
We are
supporters of right love
and
corruption.
Not only labor right, as a part of us support corruption. We do it in little ways until it got big. And we are hoping that one day we will benefit from the big league.
I look so much at it.
Don't realize that we're not benefiting from anything because they're not sharing anything with us.
You're going to lose more. And let me take back something that I said, because it's not just the labor rights who love the corruption. Everybody will sit down and not vote, love the corruption. Because let's say you're not a regular voter. And an election like we go on September 3rd, 2025 come. And you never get upset that this government got to go for you to get up, go vote. You love the corruption too.
No, you see, the line they throw is that the two of them is the same.
Rubbish.
But it's because we lazy and
Rubbish.
love corruption.
No data in a
Because
Jamaica
if
no
you
say
are
that.
going to be honest, the two of them is not the same.
Never. Listen, Auntie Dan, what happened Cornwall Regional? Never happened under no other GLP administration. Never happened under no PNP administration.
Listen,
Cornwall
you said
Regional
it
is the
earlier.
worst piece of corruption Jamaica has ever seen in life.
You said it, and I agree with you. Because even though some of the things that we used to think was corruption, it has been proven that is not corruption.
Exactly.
And so what we are, and the thing is, as one thing we talk about one kind of corruption, another one spring up, they don't care because them know the public don't care either.
The man them take $32 million by a drill where you could have get for $5 million.
Go on road, go burn down place and Black Road and burn down place. And that them want, well, is the people to go do that. The people who having a problem with what PNP, I too agree with you that sometimes them can be more forceful in what they are saying. However,
but we cannot excuse the people who voted for the labor rights.
Accused of instigating any mashing down our economy worse than it is now. We're not going to like what them did do when the $20 cent did go up on the gas and burn down poor people business and mash up poor people. So them a demonstrate. And it's that plenty of people seem like them want PNP to do. You can't fight them over them want to fight them. And them to sit down in a parliament with them too.
Listen.
Because of that them want for PNP walk out every minute and then them run through whole heap of things because them don't outnumber us already in parliament. So you can imagine we walk out on them.
No, I don't want them to walk out.
Anything them want, them just run through it when PNP not there.
When me I say no Auntie Dan, people are coming out want to blame the PNP and the PNP must do more and the PNP must this and that. You can say that. But at the same time, you cannot excuse the 414,000 people who voted Labour right. And you cannot excuse the 1 million people who sit down at them yard and never vote. All of those people, 1,414,000 people support this corrupt administration. Where you want the PNP to do then? The PNP put every God Almighty thing on the table. They put the corruption there. They put the solutions there. Yeah? And the people of Jamaica, hold on. The people of Jamaica accept the labor right corruption. That's Tufton. Look on Tufton. Come sit down in a parliament about September 3rd gone. You're still a campaign. Look on Tufton.
Now, who them answer to? Them answer to nobody. Them don't answer to anybody, you know. At 28 people, you know, the lower house and is on. How much PNP in the upper house? 39?
9.
Or so? Yeah. So, is them want to come take on and take the road and do what them do. Not care what the PNP say now. The majority of people, the only thing, even plenty of them out there going to say, are true, then lose.
Well, right now, the PNP have to strategize.
All who spread them dead hard, them feel it.
Yeah, man. And you
we
see,
don't know what was coming, so it's been a surprise.
If we don't tell the people who vote Labour right that are them cause it, we are letting them off the hook. We have to tell the people who vote Labour right and those that didn't vote that are Uno give them the mandate. Uno give Darrell Vaz the mandate after him by 110 all bus. I don't know if the 110 reach Jamaica yet. I don't think so. For $1.4 billion. You after that, who never voted and who voted for Labour right, gave him the mandate to come say people still a bad mind whole bus. After him himself Him himself now can admit that the bus they're not good for the terrain. The bus they now work as the auto. So he want new bus now. After he take on off a Joe Bruni, he take on off a Duppy Bat, he take on off a clown. Yeah? And now he might tell us, give me 2 more billion. Let me go buy a new bus now because the old bus they never work. And I tell people about bad mind, rubbish.
But even buying the new buses alone still not going to help because the interior still won't be serviced.
We could have get
interior still won't be serviced, so them have to show with the plan, the school bus plan.
I know
where them
plan.
have especially
We can't
for
go
rural.
plan yet, Auntie Dan. We can't go plan yet. We have to know about that 1.4 billion the first. How it spent. Because I am telling all Jamaicans that $700 million was stolen from the $1.4 billion, Auntie Dan. Little more.
And yes, all right.
One, me I tell you no, 700 million was stolen from the 1.4 billion. Half of the money was stolen. Me I tell you that. And the next half we never get value for it either. Talk to me, caller.
Evening, Colin.
Bless up.
Boy, I couldn't agree with them more, you know. Because I'm going to tell you something. I mean, on a body talk about PNP now this and PNP now that. The leader of the People's National Party, Mark Jefferson Golden, laid out plan, benefits, Damon Crawford, the Minister of Education, name out educational programs, what them going to have for the kids them, and what them going to do to keep the kids them in school and to elevate the kids them from a next level. Isaac Buchanan from Eastport and put out a manifesto. And all these PNP candidates put out all the manifesto and put out them plan programs and plan put to get the country forward. These people don't, the JLP only put out a book. Not even Jamaica can spell good in the book. Not even Jamaica can spell correctly in the book. And these people go ahead and vote for corruption. I'm not sorry for Jamaican people. As I say, election come with consequences.
Yes, man.
So we have to bear the consequences that come with it.
Yeah, man. Election come with consequences, my brother. And if you have a government, a man look on you and tell us, say, me are going to use $2 billion for renovate Cornwall Regional Hospital. At the time, Colin Bell was on radio. And never in my room, me say rubbish, leak down the hospital and build a new one. Now that man is telling us that it's $23 billion it going cost way, and you voted back for him. You have a prime minister that is statutory filing cannot be certified by a institution of the parliament. Yeah? The chairman come in front
by arm of the parliament.
The chairman come in front of the parliament and said to you that the findings of the Integrity Commission are not allegation, they are facts. And you still vote for that man. And those who sit over them yard and never vote, no accomplice. And then you can talk about PNP this and PNP that. One want PNP for do.
Then Colin, if a leader want to strike out illicit enrichment or
tell her! The man got vote and say he wants strike out illicit enrichment. That means no politician can be charged for robbing the coffers. And you still go vote for him. And then you can chat. Don't tell me nothing about no PNP here, man. I don't get me mad.
Yeah, man, I'm not talking about no PNP, man. Don't manipulate no PNP, man.
Mark Golden is in the parliament teaching all of them in the parliament, setting example. Mark Golden is showing exemplary leadership in the parliament, exemplary understanding of the legislation, taking the whole of them to school, showing you that he's the best legislature on the island. I want to still account. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, serious thing I talk, Shaka, man. Serious thing I talk, man. So I better listen to them, man. I be pushing my talk about PNP now this and PNP now do that.
Put the blame where it lies. At the foot of the Jamaican people who don't care about corruption. Talk the things.
Yeah, man, I love corruption. Yeah, man, we love the corruption, man. We a full part, man. Who vote for the JLP?
414,000 people voted back for this corrupt administration. 1 million Jamaicans sat at home and say anything and anything. We now watch nothing.
Right. All right. So when nobody come blame or talk about PNP this and PNP now and PNP, there's not more PNP because the PNP do everything. The PNP tell about the policy what they want to do. Mark to the same now, go take the $10 billion from the, or the $11 billion from the housing trust. You might go take it and build low income houses for the people that can live. You get land free when you buy the house. If you're first time owner under age of 35, you get the land free when you get the land free when you buy the house. What more you want? What more them people you want? Them not listen, them not listen. There's so much program the man them plan for them. There's so much thing the man them plan and tell you what they're gonna do. The man tell us say, you overtime pay, you know what you're not gonna get tax. You overtime pay, you're not gonna get tax. What more them people you want? Tell me what more them people you want.
Little more.
Yeah.
Later. Eh? What you mean? Good evening, caller. Hello, good evening. I'm getting off this live, you know, because I'm going to wild me up this evening. And I don't want to get too irate round here. Yeah. Yes. I come back and breathe. Carl, I don't know what happened to your phone. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yeah, Colin, good evening.
Bless up.
Yeah, me the right beside you, Colin. Right down in the west, down in the West Portland.
Yeah.
So, here what, Colin? Me have something more you help me ask. Right?
Mm.
We grew up, Colin, come see, a Rasta them, I defend poor people, defend the country, right? We can almost say, I Rasta them free South Africa with their music and whatever. But right now, it come like Rasta them dead right now. Right now, Rasta them stop burning fire, them stop defend poor people. Me don't know what going on, Colin.
I will tell us the poor people want nobody if you defend them.
Well, that's I think again because they are class analyst in your program.
Is 700,000 Jamaican live on government land, you know. The law in Jamaica that if you live on government land for 60 years before you can claim it. PNP say we have cut that to 25 years. You know how much people that own their land this evening, yeah? Eh? You know how much people that get land and start get them documents for their land? You hear where Isaac Buchanan says sat there? The people when they move off of them land for make the bypass of Montego Bay, then just give them money. A lot of them homeless now. They want to do a bypass of Port Antonio and they are telling the people them that they're not relocating nobody. Then just go pay them for the land. That money where them all pay them for the land can build back house. Eh?
Can buy a sheet as link.
Listen, me no man. Marcus Garvey said black people will never know themselves until their backs are against the wall. On the backside, on the back a rub off on the wall, you know. I want to still go on like you don't know on yourself.
And then we them in where Rasta them burn fire and the fire stop burning.
Only per man when you see with dreadlocks and a Rasta do here.
Well, that's true because me not come to it to say boy right nowadays you see more man with dread more than the Rasta them where you used to see them days.
Locks now is a style, it's a fashion. So you have to pick and choose the Rasta them now. From the dread fox and rascals. Anyway, I'm going to run and take a next call here. Take the final call.
Right, cool.
One more call before we left. One more call. 876-804-7072. I was supposed to have Stephen Shaw on the program this evening. I tried getting him today. I never get him. But as soon as we can get him on the program, we want to talk to him on the program. Caller, good evening. You are the final call for the evening.
Hey, Colin, what are going?
Blessings, my brother.
Boy, I tell you, boy, I feel bad for you when I put in your work, brother. And it's like nobody now listen to it, you know.
Well,
but just keep on burning fire. And me see Colonel Straw Jr. said them give out $500 or something billion already to St. James. So my thing is. Welcome to Westmoreland. We get the most hit.
Well, I think them still giving to Westmoreland. They are not finished yet. It's $10 billion them are give away.
I wonder what that can do still, but then if you check them and see if the money really go where it's supposed to go because them are thieves.
But even if them give out that money and the people them get it, is it adequate to build with resilience? Is that money adequate? That when the
It
next
can't
hurricane
adequate, Colin.
comes,
That can't
the
adequate.
people will be in a
75,000
better
can't
position. It don't make no sense, brother. It's another
75,000
squander,
Colin.
another squander and another waste.
Because my boss, Missy Isaac, Missy, somebody has show say water they are putting in some part in Portland now with Isaac Isaac they so get water and thing, you know.
Yeah, man.
But
Some
years they
people
never
get
water.
water, we never get water yet.
Missy Pitney a play in the water and then something there. Oh my God, you know. Come on, man. People make them pay too much politics on them, you know. But make them suffer, brother. That they want. Me I want a friend to live past Squatterland. Now I tell him say if you vote for Mark Goldney, him say he national vote for no white man. I mean I say man say no get no land free, get no land regularly. Say she say okay then idiot.
Yeah, man. You stay.
You
think every man's skin were brown or white, man? Mark Gold's mother come from St. Elizabeth. Did she know that? Was she aware of that? Eh?
Me tell her she don't want her land, but me say him not vote for no white man.
Well, continue vote for corruption then, brother. Give thanks to the call.
Yeah, man, bless yourself, my boss. Don't bother me get pressure run up too high, my brother.
No, man, we can't control that. All
right, cool.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks to Ralston Hyman. Thanks to all the caller. We're still trying to get Stephen Shaw on the program to talk about the bypass in Port Antonio. This has been the Colin Bell Show for yet another Monday evening. Do remember to join us tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. for the Colin Bell Show, when we'll also be live on Caribbean Radio 97.9 HD4. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again tomorrow evening for the Colin Bell Show.
Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee, big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV, Louis Culture say it once and we say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus badge where we rip off. Subscribe, share. Portland Spice TV is here. Woo!